Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. And just to mention it one more time, this was started by Alexi, who I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with. She started this a couple of years ago and loads of people are doing it right now. I'm working on 5 shadows at a time and I'm hoping to hit pan on them, only rolling them out once I do. Let's take a look at how I've been doing. Starting off with, I know this frustrates some of you guys, my Urban Decay Naked Shadow Box. It's not naked. And I'm working on the shade Lost in here, or at least I'm supposed to be working on the shade Lost. But I'm not really working on it at the moment because I'm working on too many browns. And I know you guys want me to roll this out, or at least definitely some of you guys, but I'm okay with this because I've got plenty of other things to focus on. I need to kind of rethink maybe how I do everything in the next year, and you guys have given me some tips, so I'm definitely going to incorporate some of that next year. So just quickly swatching that for you guys. That is Lost right there. I just will likely not be wearing this a whole lot over the rest of the year. Then we have the Sleek Oster Special palette, and then here I'm working on the shade Boxed, which is the dark brown right here. I have used this 5 times over the last month, which brings me a total of 22 uses. And it doesn't look overly used yet. Like sometimes the mattes in here can be really powdery and sometimes they're not overly powdery. That's a swatch of Boxed. Because it's a matte, it's not like overly pigmented straight away. It's a bit more buildable in that sense, but that works okay for me. I'm using it as kind of like a crease shade most of the time. And well, 2 dark browns in here, so Box is the only one that I'm really focusing on right now, as you guys know. Then we have my Catrice, the Seasons Must Have palette, and then here I'm working on the gray shade. Also that one I have used 5 times since my last update, bring me to a total of 33 uses. Did I say that I used Box 22 times? If I didn't yet, then now you know. 22 times and still barely any like proper progress to show there. This one 33 times. There is progress to show, like you can definitely see that there's a bit of a dip in here, but it's still definitely a fair bit of work to get through this completely. So yeah. That is the way it is. I'm using this mostly as a transition shade. That is a swatch of it right here. It's fairly light, so this works as a transition shade quite okay. I can mix it in with whatever I'm working on. Most of the time I'm combining it with the dark brown from my Panda palette or Boxed itself. Like the two of them work quite nicely together too. Very curious to see how much more I need to use this one before it will be done. And then in the Urban Decay Vice palette we had Harlot, which was my focus shade for this month, and I have used that one 10 times for a total of 25 right now. It's kind of sunny here, so the lighting is not perfect at the moment, but Harlot right here, there is a major dip in there. Every time I've been using it for the last couple of days, I really felt like the pan had to be so close. But I did not hit pan yet. So you'll see that probably when I use it next time, like 1 or 2 times, and then I might have pan on it, but the pan is not here yet. So gosh, it's very light and bright here. I've never filmed in this spot and had that be an issue. That is Harlot right there. I do really like the shade. I have it on my lid today as well. Was hoping to still get to hitting that pan today, but sadly enough, not yet. And I'm not gonna dig in just to hit that pan, so it's gonna have to be next time, hopefully. Lastly, I rolled in the Creative Me #2 palette from Coastal Scents last time, and the shade that I ended up with was this like pinkish shade right here. It's a nice shade. I have used it actually mostly as a transition type shade as well. Let me swatch it here. Just to kind of warm things up and give it a brighter edge basically. I did that today as well. I don't know how well you can still see it. I put that in as my transition shade, and I use the dark brown from my Pan palette to darken things up. A little bit of black as well in like the outer corner. And I feel like that just gives it a slightly warmer look. It gives a slight pink edge to the outside of my look, especially with Harlot on the lid. It's just turned into a nice purple look. I'm wearing a like burgundy type sweater as well, so gosh, this lighting, sorry guys. Yeah, so that's how I've been using it most of the time. That is that Coastal Scents shade right there. So this is the palette that I was working on, and sadly enough, the palette that I'm still going to be working on, I had hoped to roll in at least one more shade this time. Now we're nearing the end of October at this point, and over the last couple of years I've tended to like stop my Pan Those Eyeshadows project 1 month before the end of the year, so the last month could still be full focus Pan That palette, and I think I might do the same this year. If you guys have seen the video that I did about all the makeup that I'm adding to my collection because my sister gifted it to me, you will see that there is a lot of options to be working on next year. I'll link it up here, I think, if you haven't seen it yet. If you want to have an idea of all the eyeshadows that I might be working on next year, definitely give that a look. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still work on these for 1 more month, which means that I'm gonna definitely full on focus on this one again. I'm expecting that a couple more uses, and then this one I will have hit pan on. But I'm also thinking about possibly then putting this in as my focus shade and see if I can get to pan by using it as my transition shade for a good bit over the next month. That would be nice. So I would have at least 2 more pans before I'm wrapping up this project. But that might be it. So let me know what you guys think, any maybe new inspirations you guys have for me, but I definitely want to make sure I get enough time to focus in on my Pan That palette towards the end of the year still, and then start fresh with not too dark browns in this project. I'm going to be a bit more specific about what I will and will not let be rolled in. That's not a proper sentence, but you guys know what I mean. Yeah. So hopefully you guys had fun following along, you still have fun following along this year, and we're gonna make this even more enjoyable for you guys to watch next year, hopefully. I'm gonna have to figure out what my Pan That palette is gonna be, see if I can combine this a bit better, because I wanna do well in this project, and I feel like I haven't done the best so far this year. So if I can get 2 more pans, that would be really good. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.